I've been sitting here for too long. I'm stuck in my bed. I'm not tired, I'm trying to find out what's wrong. Time has passed on without a call. It feels too weird to ring up. I had cashed out my feeling love too soon to care to keep up. I'm so far up in hush. Ignore the reason.
Hello, guys, and welcome to some more CSL playoff action. We got the round of 16 here. It's going to be against UCF Bulls Gold and Ohio State. And now, Saito, what can you tell me about these two teams?
I've seen both of these teams play for quite a while. We know, both of these teams are, for lack of a better word, powerhouses in, collegiate Rocket League. So I expect to see just, top tier Rocket League from both of these teams, and I would love to see this go all the way to Game 5.
I can 100% agree. Personally, I played against Ohio State recently in CRL, and that did not end well. But I'm expecting just the same out of USF. They made top 4 in CRL in the spring, and I'm expecting nothing less than a Game 5 here. I'm hoping Game 5 overtime, because that happened last time. That was awesome. Okay. So we will be getting into the game shortly, and we get started with game number 1 between Ohio State and USF. Hopefully we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Yep, we are good to go. So here we go with game number 1, and right off the kickoff, Threes trying to win that, but he can't do that. It's going to be thrown down in the Ohio State half, but it's going to be cleared away by Kings. Taken into the USF half, cleared away by Gray. Threes, putting into the middle. Phil does not get a touch, but it's going to be cleared away by J-Bob. Kings puts it up high. Threes is there, put it off the backboard again. And J-Bob is there, going to pop it high. Kings and Threes both go for that. Both really unneeded double commit there. Threes is going to be there for the shot, and that's going to go in. That's going to be a 1-0 lead for Ohio State.
Yeah, perfect start here for Ohio State, getting a lot of pressure right off the kickoff. The ball didn't leave the orange half. Good rotation there from Threes, seeing that the ball was coming at him. Instantly turned on it and puts it right on target.
Made that double commit. Not really punishable for you. Yeah, I can't speak. USF. I'm thinking about UCF. That's all I'm thinking about. But that is not the team that is playing tonight. Kings putting it down into the orange half. That's not going to do anything as Phil clears it away. Phil trying to put it into the middle for Peculiar with a shot that's going to be blocked by J-Bob. That's the source of content. It's J-Bob going for a double tap. He's going to clear it into the corner. And kind of what are your thoughts in the first minute or so of this game?
It's looking like so far OSU is winning a lot of these challenges here in the midfield. And, doing a good job of keeping the ball in the orange half. As, you see here, looks like USF is going to get a transition. But it's, it just seems like OSU is just winning the challenges and just playing a little faster right now than USF.
Yeah, I can agree there. I'm liking the Ohio State passing plays. They're just finding each other and making sure that they have an open shot. Just Kings parries it. As I say, he has an open shot. That's going to be a 2-0 lead for Ohio State.
Yeah, Phil looking like he just had a challenge right there. His Peculiar was sitting there all by himself in net. Unfortunately, couldn't reach the ball, and Kings takes the pass from threes, puts it on target, giving OSU a 2-0 lead.
And this is a very quick start from Ohio State, but they're very good at it. They're very good at suffocating you, taking your boost and make sure you have no room to breathe, basically. As USF is really feeling that, as they get a transition game here, but it's going to be cleared away by J-Bob. Gray, up with that, but just going to give it away right to Kings. Phil with a good challenge there, but it's going to be right to threes, and he's going to boom it long as J-Bob is there for the touch. He almost got an insane shot there, but couldn't do it. Peculiar, trying to pass, but threes is right there, and they're just blocking off everything here from USF.
Yeah, right there you saw USF was able to get a clear, but neither Phil or Peculiar from the pass from Gray was able to follow up on it. Both of them just didn't have any boosts, and it's like you mentioned earlier, OSU is just taking all the boosts right now and leaving USF kind of helpless.
Yeah, they're going up for plays, and they don't have any boost, and it's just solo plays at this point because they're not able to support anything. Another double commit there from Ohio State, but it doesn't look like it's going to burn. It's going to be a shot there from J-Bob. It's going to be saved. And, man, again, it's just struggling for boost on the side of USF. I'm not sure what they need to do at this point other than take the boost back. J-Bob trying to clear it along. It's going to be blocked there. Gray. But J-Bob is going to be there for another touch. He's going to go for another double tap. Another double commit. I'm seeing a lot of those out of Ohio State at this point.
Yeah, like you mentioned, these double commits coming out from Ohio State, but, you know, it doesn't matter too much. As long as you're taking the boost from your opponent, they can't really punish you for it. And as you see here, it's just USF just can't get any speed on their plays, and it's really easy to stop for the OSU defense.
Peculiar. Pass into the middle. It's going to be put into the corner. J-Bob up with that. Getting a 50. He's going to win that challenge. Threes there for the challenge. Phil is left all alone, but makes a really good touch. Kings is there at the midfield. Just stop any attack. Threes is going to be there to block that pass from Gray. Peculiar off the back wall. It's going to be right to J-Bob. Pass into the corner, but nobody's there. Kings popping it high. Phil's going to block that back. Kings, a pass into the middle. That's going to be blocked away from Peculiar. Is that going to go all the way in? No, Kings will get there in time. Gray at the midfield, trying to take control of it, but unable to do so. Kings bringing it up high, forcing Phil to use boost as threes takes control. It's going to be passed out. Gray able to clear it down the field. Getting another touch. Peculiar is there. It's going to be off the backboard again. A bump. And that's going to be a goal secure from Peculiar.
Yeah, it looks like threes was left all alone here in net. Does get a backflip, but then just everybody on the field found him right there, bumped him out of the way, and Peculiar securing that one, giving USF a little bit of hope here with just under 20 seconds left.
Yeah, very good job of offensive pressure as Phil gets the one over J-Bob. Oh, sorry, threes, my bad. As OSU is kind of locked into their half at this point, but J-Bob wins a crucial challenge at midfield. He's going to try to go for it, but that's going to be game number one as OSU takes the first game in the best of 5. And just on that game alone, what was your thoughts?
I mean, if you look at it, it's just, Ohio State played just really solid fundamental Rocket League. They were securing boosts, winning their challenges, looking for each other in the midfield. All around, I'd say Ohio State played almost a perfect game. They did give up one goal, but, it's really hard to not concede a goal here in Rocket League. So, I think if they can do that for 2 more games, they'll have no problem sweeping. But, USF knows that they need to work on. So we'll look to see if they can actually change what they're doing here in game 2.
And just as you say, we'll see if they can change. Maybe take that midfield. Maybe take their own boosts back. Who knows? But here we get into game number 2. As that kickoff is kind of in the midfield, but J-Bob is there for the first touch. Peculiar booms it away. Phil bringing high off the backboard, but J-Bob is there with a clear. J-Bob misses that touch there, but it's not going to look like it's going to matter. As Peculiar bumps Kings, going to allow USF to clear the ball pretty freely, but threes. Here's it back down the long field. It's going to be shot. But right off the post is Kings there, and he finishes it off, and that's going to be an early 1-0 Ohio State lead.
Yeah, really good touch here from J-Bob. Peculiar wasn't quite ready for that, and it looks like Gray just didn't have any boost to reach that touch. And Kings punishes the one small mistake the USF's already made in the first 30 seconds.
And man, I said USF was a CRL team in the South, but even though Ohio State didn't make top 4, they're really bringing it and showing that, you know, they want to be the better team at this point. There's going to be another shot, and Phil is going to put that one away, and we're all tied at 1.
Yeah, really good touch here from Phil. Seeing that threes was here for the challenge, just putting it just to the left of him, and then it just kind of finds its way into the bottom left corner of the net, and USF, you know, a good answer there to the early goal by OSU, and now I want to see if they can keep this momentum going and take the lead here in game 2.
J-Rob also missing that touch off the backboard, which is crucial, kind of leaving threes in a bad spot, but it's going to be a 1-1 game. It's J-Bob in his own corner, but it's going to be taken away by Gray. It's up high. Peculiar is there, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead for USF.
Yeah, Peculiar and USF really finding their groove now. It looks like they've kind of reversed roles here, as OSU isn't playing as fast as they were earlier, but USF is just, to quote you earlier, just suffocating them right now. And, you know, giving themselves the lead definitely feels good after the loss in game 1.
Yeah, for sure, to be able to come back, especially after going down 1-0 early in this game. Just being able to come back and threes is going to bury a shot, and that's going to be a 2-2 game.
Yeah, both these teams coming out swinging here in game 2 with already 4 goals scored in the first 90 seconds or so. Good pass there from J-Bob, finding threes. Just puts a shot on target that's unsavable, and now it looks like we've got a game here, Vitali.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a quick transition play from Ohio State, and they're right back into the game. Gray trying to pass it into the middle. Peculiar is there to block that one away. It's going to be going off the crossbar. J-Bob missed his touch, but it didn't matter too much. It's going to be passed into the middle from Gray. Peculiar was not there. I'm not sure if he had any boost or not for that, but going to be cleared away anyways. Gray going to beat his man. That's going to be an open net, but Gray doesn't have the boost to finish it off. It's going to be laying in the middle, but no one can put it away on the side of USF. Phil over the top of one, but Kings is there to win that. Threes wins another challenge. Just no boost. He's just winning these challenges. Shot on by J-Bob. Peculiar saves it away. Threes. Another shot at the net that's going to be cleared away by Gray. Phil. It's going to be an open net. Peculiar comes back. I didn't even see him. Just comes out of nowhere. And J-Bob wins that challenge at midfield, and that's going to be over Gray, and a 3-2 lead for Ohio State.
Yeah, right there, the last 40 seconds or so, you saw that OSU team that you saw in game 1, just with all the pressure, grabbing those boosts, and, you know, USF just unable to keep up with them. You know, the good save from Peculiar just wasn't enough to keep the goal out, and then J-Bob finally puts one through.
Let's see if USF can counter as quick as they did early in this game. Gray winning that 50. Phil beating his man to the ball. It's going to be an open net, but no one is there. And man, that was their chance to tie the game. Threes going for an air dribble, not able to put it into the middle. It's going to be cleared away pretty easily by Phil. J-Bob taking control of this. Going to be cleared out. It was a kind of a weird interaction there, but it worked out for Ohio State. Peculiar over the top. But three's going to put it into the corner. Phil is there for the shot, and he's going to bury it. And we're all tied at 3.
Yeah, good read there from Phil. Just kind of knowing exactly how threes is going to hit this. Just put himself in the perfect spot. And then it looks like OSU wasn't quite ready for that, you know, upper 90 shot from Phil. Beautiful shot there, giving USF the game-tying goal here in game 2. And, you know, already 6 goals in 3 minutes. This is definitely not a game to be taken lightly right now.
Yeah, both teams' defense is needing work after this game, but here in the caster's booth, we love these types of games. Kings trying to put it high. Gray's gonna just kind of leave it in midfield. Kings is gonna try to be there. Oh, that was an interesting play. J-Bob just kind of got the block. Kings passing into the midfield, but Gray's gonna be there to cut it off. J-Bob running him back into the middle, but Phil is gonna be right there. And he's going to get a demo into threes, too. That's going to be too high. As Gray is unable to put that shot through again. And Ohio State gets another clear. And, man, these 4 minutes have been absolutely insane. But what do you think we have in store for the final minute?
It's looking like, one small mistake is all it's going to take from either team. Unlucky there, miss from Kings, and then J-Bob does save him. But like I said, just one small mistake is what I think is going to be the changing of this game.
Phil be able to put it back into the Ohio State half. It's going to be popped up high. Threes gets it past Peculiar. As Kings going for a shot. It's going to be wide, but that's going to be an open net, and Threes is going to capitalize.
Yeah, it looks like, a good hit there from Kings. It did take a little bit of a weird bounce there for Gray. He wasn't quite able to read it, and then Threes just again in that perfect spot like we saw in game 1. And OSU, we'll have to see if they can hold on. Their defense hasn't exactly been superb here in game 2, but I'm sure they're definitely focusing on it more right now.
Phil trying to start up the offense here. He's going to put it down into that corner. He's going to get a dunk. And again, no one is there to follow up on the side of USF, and I think I've said that like 3 or 4 times in this game. It's just there's been a center and nobody's in there as J-Bob gets a shot on. A nice save by Gray. Threes just wasting time at this point, putting it back in his own half. And he's just going to try to put it across. Gray into the middle. Phil is there. Peculiar. Can he finish it?
Oh.
Is Phil going to finish it? No. And it's going to be it for game number 2. That was dangerous from threes. That went right across the net, but they came out alive in this game number 2.
USF wanting just a couple more seconds right there on the end of game 2. Like you said, Threes with a dangerous clear over his own net. But luckily for OSU, they're able to hold on. And, they've got the lead in this series 2-0. Do you think USF can bring it back, or do you think this one might be getting out of reach already?
It's a possibility. Even this game was a lot closer. USF had, as you can see, 7 saves compared to the 2 on the side of Ohio State. Like, Ohio State's offense was just too much. There were just too many saves on the side of USF, unless they can completely turn this series around, because it seems like Ohio State's offense is too much for USF to handle at this point. But we'll see. Who knows? Do you think USF can come back?
I think they might be able to get game 3 right here, but it's definitely going to be close. It's going to be tough to beat OSU, as we all know them to be a strong team. So definitely, if they're going to want to win, they're going to need to find their rhythm here, or else they will fall in the series to Ohio State.
Yeah, and they'll be eliminated, as it is single elim here in CSL. Single elim tournament, so you lose and you're done. That's going to be cleared out. Kings trying to take control. No one's there, but Peculiar able to just kind of give it away to Threes. It's going to be cleared down the field. Phil, with that, you can pop it up high. J-Bob putting it into the middle, but Peculiar cuts that one off. Trying to go for the again, but he doesn't have any boost. This Gray is there to try to put it into the midfield. Phil is there. Peculiar trying to go for a shot, but it's going to be blocked away by Threes. Threes puts it off the backboard, but no one is there to follow up, as Phil is able to clear it out pretty easily. J-Bob putting him back into the USF half. Threes trying to go for an air dribble of sorts, but Peculiar able to clear this one away in the first minute. Like, what are your thoughts so far?
It's nothing too threatening here from either team. Everybody's playing it pretty safe here on defense. Like I said, no shots coming in too threatening, except for that one. A close one. Good save there from Gray. But, I think if USF wants to score, they're going to need to find these passing plays like that
Yeah, for sure. That was a close one on both sides because Ohio State almost got that goal. The threes almost shot a top corner, and then on the transition game, they just about got a passing play off. So it's really anyone's game at this point, especially with the passing plays. Gray trying to put it off the backboard, but I'm unable to do so. Gray puts it into the middle, but Phil unable to get there in time as Kings clears it away. J-Bob with a shot on net, and that's going to go in. And Ohio State takes not the early, 1-0 lead.
Yeah, J-Bob getting that read off that corner hit. Peculiar, looks like he wasn't quite ready for the shot to come through from J-Bob. But, you know, J-Bob had other plans in mind. Gets the pass, gets the touch right over him, and giving Ohio State the lead, which is definitely a spot where they want to be here, as we've seen them play well with the lead.
Yeah, for sure. Threes. Being control his own corner. Again, kind of like game number 1. Ohio State's really double committing a lot. I saw it on kickoff there, and I saw it in the corner where Kings kind of went for a ball the threes had. I'm not sure if it's just nerves or what, but they just seem to be double committing for a lot of balls right now, and I feel like that could come back to on them. Threes. Just trying to go for it there. Phil trying to go for a double tap off the wall, but Kings clear it out to J-Bob. He's going to go something of his own, but it's going to be clear to the side. Kings going for a shot. That's going to be off the post. No one's there to finish it off. Phil going to be up high. It's going to be a shot towards net, but it's going to be just a bit high as Kings puts it into his own corner. Gray. They have 50, but J-Bob's going to get there before Phil, so it's going to be all for naught. Gray putting it off his own back wall. Good touch there. Peculiar. Missing that touch there. Didn't have much boost. And again, I feel like that boost starvation game is coming back for Ohio State.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, not having boost, just, you know, unable to make that clear, which USF really needed at that moment. They did manage to get it down the field afterwards, but, you know, giving Ohio State time to recharge is definitely something you don't want to do when you're transitioning.
No, for sure. It's just kind of giving the ball away, especially. It's not what you want to do on a transition game. King threes, just taking it over two. Peculiar in the midfield, blocking it. Kings is up, going for something, but he doesn't have the boost to finish it off. Threes, just trying to put it in the corner. But Gray is there to pass it up to Phil. Phil, shot, but it's going to be a little bit off, and J-Bob clears it to his corner. Gray, going off the back wall, but saved away by Kings. His Peculiar was just sitting right there, ready for that one. Phil, getting a 50, but it's going to be right to Kings and J-Bob. J-Bob's shot was just a bit off. Threes is there. It's going to be off the backboard. And another double commit out of Ohio State. If they did double commit, that could have been another goal.
Yeah, luckily for them, J-Bob was already in the back, you know, saving that goal. But, ooh, good save there from Phil. Trying to just play damage control right now, as USF needs to score here in the last 30 seconds.
They don't get a goal here. This series is over, and they go down in a sweep. Kings just playing with the ball, wasting time. Gray getting a touch, but it's going to be blocked away by Threes. Peculiar winning that 50. Crucial win. It's going to be passed on to Threes. Gray gets demoed, but he's popping up high. Peculiar misses the ball. Phil can get back in time. He wins that challenge. Threes is up. He's going to pass it downfield. J-Bob is going to own goal.
What? Not like this in the, well then.
J-Bob puts it into his own net at 0 seconds, and we're gonna go to overtime in game number 3.
I'm guessing J-Bob just might have wanted a little more stream time here. You know, wasn't quite ready for the sweep. I don't really know what to say about that one.
There isn't much that you can say about that one. J-Bob going for a shot, unable to do anything. I'm losing it. Threes.
Wow.
Gonna put it off his own back wall. King saves it away. Threes able to clear it out. Phil. All right. Peculiar puts it off the back wall, but J-Bob's going to clear it out to Kings. Kings misses his touch. Phil's going to turn around really quick and turn that right back into the Ohio State end. Phil was right there as J-Bob kind of gave him the ball. And again, he kind of just wanted game 4. He wanted more stream time.
It's definitely some interesting play right now from J-Bob. You know, maybe he knows something we don't right now, but
it's an unforeseen tactic, you know. I don't think we've seen a tactic like this in CRL. Peculiar able to clear that one out. As Threes just kind of blocking him off. Gray going for a flick over one, but J-Bob is there. Kings back over to J-Bob. It's gonna be blocked by Gray. Threes puts it up high, but Phil clears it away. J-Bob puts it back into the middle. Oh my goodness, Peculiar gets launched into the air. Threes going for a touch off the backboard, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the sweep for Ohio State over USF after that odd 0-second goal. Ohio State ends it.
Yeah, good thing for J-Bob. His teammates had him on that last play. Threes right to Kings, and, you know, taking the sweep over USF, you know, it did have a little bit of a interesting ending there, but other than that, it looks like Ohio State just, you know, played very, very well, and USF just didn't really have an answer.
You know, J-Bob had 2 goals in that game. He had the same amount of goals as Ohio State, but Ohio State did control a lot of that game, so there was that to take from that. But Ohio State does end up with this sweep, and unfortunately for you, USF, that's the end of their season. There's no more as it's single elim. Do you have any closing thoughts on that kind of series there?
I definitely think if you are worried about how you're playing, I think you can definitely take, with the exclusion of the last 5 seconds of this game, watch this series from OSU. They just played very well all the way around. Even if you don't mind J-Bob's, decisions, it was definitely a good series for OSU and unfortunate for USF.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we are getting confirmation that it was not BM. It was an accident. J-Bob did not mean to own goal at 0 seconds there. But it didn't matter as Ohio State took the series in a sweep. That's gonna be us. That's gonna be it from us here. I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.